Now, this was interesting because over the weekend, I was trying to check out the KVJ show Wikipedia page. I know that one of our great KV Nationers had actually put it all together, and I had written up some stuff about how we started with the Man in White and just, been here in South Florida for 22 years. I feel like we're kind of a radio staple that, hey, people may want to know what's going on with the KVJ show. That's worthy of looking up, right?
Yeah.
So I went to go check it out, and I went on to Wikipedia, and I searched for the KVJ show, and there's no page there. And I'm like, hey, Suits, am I going crazy? Or I thought at one point we had a KVJ show Wikipedia page. I remember co-writing it with this one KVJ Nationer, put it up, and apparently some troll has gone and gotten our Wikipedia page yanked down.
Yeah, it says the guy's name is Nate on this complaint, but there's a deleted section where you can search deleted pages and their reasoning from Wikipedia. So I found this description that basically says that we are a local morning zoo who had a short and failed run in Miami. Pretty much seems to be an article designed to shove the show's website onto Wikipedia, which we don't do, Nate, is what it says. It also goes on to say that it's not sourced and that we're not notorious enough and widely known to be on here, calling us just a local market show that's just trying to do this for ourselves to get publicity.
Nate doesn't like us.
I don't think he does.
Damn, what did we ever do to you, Nate?
He's a legit person that doesn't hate us because that's always the go-to. Is you failed in Miami. That's the number one thing.
He doesn't hate us?
He does hate us.
Oh,
yeah,
he does hate us.
I remember this cat from when we got fired during that time. He's hated us for a long time.
Wow, so he's made it his mission.
Yes.
He succeeded, kind of. He took us off Wikipedia.
That's weird how one comment can take us down.
Yeah, right.
Doesn't make sense to me.
They've got some weird source on here to another Wikipedia article that I guess is the regulations for what's allowed on Wikipedia. So I guess if you can complain and send it to them and they review it, and he got them to take it down. It's so weird.
Well, the thing that I found odd, because I'm like, okay, maybe there's a certain standard and maybe a regionally known entity does not work for Wikipedia. And then I started looking around, and there are a lot of other just South Florida-based things that have Wikipedia pages.
Oh, there's a lot.
We have a much bigger reach then. I'm like, okay, well, if they can have a page, why can't we have a page?
So
and it's all because of Nate?
I was going to say, maybe they didn't complain.
Like us.
Because of one complaint?
Are we going about it with Wikipedia or Nate or both of them?
We've got to go both.
I think we're going to wage war on both. Let's go.
Well, like I said, if we didn't meet the standards of Wikipedia, I could understand. But like I said, I'll have to pull up the list of the other places I look for, and I'm like, wait, why do they have a Wikipedia page and we can't?
Yeah, there's a lot of things out there on Wikipedia that are like, oh, cool.
Isn't Wikipedia edited by the people?
It is.
At any time? So.
And apparently it's also censored by the people, too, and all it took was one dude named Nate to bring it down.
It's got this whole article explaining what is allowed just for media alone on Wikipedia. It's very long, and there's a ton of stuff in it I just kind of stumbled onto, but I guess it is a specific section explaining what counts as notable media. But it says on it includes any kind of form of traditional media. I guess this guy just made it sound like we were just a local morning show and managed to get us pulled off, which is ridiculous.
No, there's other stuff on Wikipedia. I mean, I know we don't sound professional, but we are a legit morning show with a station that's got a great
22-year history.
Yeah,
there's definitely things on Wikipedia that we should be on before.
We may be a mess, but we've got numbers, baby.
Yeah, I mean, I get what Nate's trying to say. He doesn't like our act. I get that.
We get it, Nate. We're not for everybody.
But with that said, we still should have that. It doesn't make any sense why we don't.
Yeah, I have to look at those standards because at least what you're saying right now, it sounds like we meet the standards.
I mean, it is 15 pages long, so I don't know if there's one little part that exempts us, but I'll send the link over to you so you can check it out.
I'll take a deeper look into that.
And can we find out more about this Nate guy?
Yeah,
I personally, I need to know.
I think this Nate cat is someone who's changing his name up a little bit. He's a long.
I got his whole user page.
Yeah, long-term hate KVJ.
I mean,
so that's his whole mission, and so he is sitting at home kind of like an evil villain just petting his hairless cat, so excited that he got us booted from Wikipedia.
If it's the same dude I'm thinking of, he as soon as we got fired in Miami, he not only, because my number was out there, he texted me, he emailed me, and he Facebook messaged me all on the same day about how happy he was that we are gone and that we lost, we're losers.
Oh, he's gotta hate that we came back.
Oh, he hated it. He sent emails too about how we couldn't make it in Miami. We're just in West Palm, like all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you're ever wondering, like I was, why the heck do we not have our own Wikipedia page? Thank
Blame Nate.
Nate. Yeah.